Hey everyone, and welcome back to Brian's Two Cents, and welcome to this video, which is a little bit different than a lot of the videos on this channel, or my other channel, which is horror related. This is going to be a video where I kind of open a vein a little bit. I've never done a video like this before that I've ever posted. Well, my door just closed magically; nobody's here, but so that's interesting. There must be a ghost in the house. Um, But yeah, this is a question, a rhetorical question, I guess. Is does anybody else feel like they're just existing in the world, and specifically in the United States? I can't speak for the rest of the world because I've only been to Mexico once and Canada once, and that was years ago. So just talking mostly about the United States, but really in the world, does anybody feel like they're just kind of existing? They're breathing. They're getting through each day, but not necessarily um, enjoying it, enjoying their life for what it has to offer. I found myself more and more in that boat, um, especially over the last few years, I would say. Um, but yeah, I mean, I have a full time job. I don't make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, but I make a pretty good, I would say, medium um, a medium kind of income. That's not like the lowest, but it's not like 250,000. I have a wife and a son who's 9. So I should be happy. I have a house. So I should be happy, all things considered. So how come I'm not? And of course, a lot of it is right up here. Um, I kind of grew up under the adage. I'm in my 40s, so when I grew up, it was, "I'll just be happy, just get over it," was what I was told. And man, I wish I could do that. I wish I could just flip a switch or snap my fingers and just be happy and not have the anxiety or the depression or the unhappiness that I have. And I venture to say there's more people out there like me. Um, but it doesn't work that way. I've been struggling with it long enough to know that if you're not okay up here, it doesn't matter what you got going on the outside. Like it just goes to show you that money and job security and family and all that stuff, it all looks great. But if you're not okay up here, then you can't really be at peace. You can't really be happy. That's what I've learned in my 46 years of life. Not that I was trying to figure it out the first 12 or 15 years, but for a long time, 3 decades probably. And I think there's a few reasons for this. One, of course, is experience. Um, Not so much trauma. I had a good life, a good upbringing as far as the home life goes, but I was a loner in school and very much bullied throughout my junior high and high school. And I think that still stays with me to this day, especially when it comes to like socializing and trying to make friends and get to know people. Um, I'm just very much of an introvert, and um, now that's not the reason why I'm unhappy necessarily, but I don't know. I've searched for a lot of different things in life, trying to find something that would fulfill the happiness. Um, I've collected movies and classic TV shows. I've gone to conventions. I've tried to take trips. Um, but it doesn't, those things they're fun and they can sort of occupy your thoughts for a while, but ultimately it just kind of brings you back to the same place at some point. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think I'm trying to find peace out there. I'm trying to find happiness. Peace and happiness are the two things I think that come to mind for me, and I just kind of wanted to share that. And if there's any people out there like that have those same feelings, you're not alone. And I'm not doing this for the pity party or feel sorry for me or anything like that because I didn't grow up like that. That wasn't part of it wasn't part of what was acceptable. Very much an old school kind of mental illness wasn't a thing that was discussed when I was growing up. So yeah, it's and I have I'm on a medication for anxiety because I do have anxiety, mostly social anxiety, but also generalized anxiety. I have depression, um, and I have talked to therapists in the past, but it hasn't really hasn't really solved my problem despite talking about these things. But just in general in life, I just feel like we live in a society and a world today, despite all our personal experiences and PTSD or trauma issues that we might have. I feel like we live in a world that very much feeds into depression and anxiety and things like that. And all you have to do is watch the news, which I don't do. It's probably why I'm into horror movies because it's an escape from the real horror, which is known as um, 2025 life here in the United States and in the world, I venture to say. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. Each day is a challenge. Some days are better than others. Some days are worse than others. Um, I try to make the best of situations, man. But if it's not, like I said, if it's not all put together up here, it really doesn't matter how much you want it or how much money you make or how many toys you have or the family life, how good that is, having a house, all those things. It's just such a struggle to make it in this world today between all the bills that we have, um, the politics and the news cycle and all the shootings and the murders and everything. And sometimes it just kind of leaves you to wonder, what does it all mean? What's the point of all of it? And you know, it's just I don't know. I struggle with it. I struggle every day with it, and still searching for answers. Haven't found the answer yet. I don't really want to drug myself on more medications, and I'm already on a pretty low dose just to sort of keep my anxiety at bay, so that it doesn't overtake um, my day to day life. Because it kind of did before, like 3 or 4 years ago, before I went on anything. Um, but it's still got to be more than this. I mean, it's just such a stew of unhappiness and lack of peace. And so I guess I don't really know why I mean, well, I know why I'm making this video, but I'm just kind of putting it out there and maybe for myself, but also for other people that might be sharing those same thoughts and feelings. What do we do? How do we get through it? And, you get another piece of it is you never have money. You're constantly paying bills. You're constantly behind inflation. That just leads to more anxiety and depression. Not really being able to do what you want to do in life, like travel more. Um, all of it, all of it is just, it just makes you wonder. It just makes you think, and not always the most positive thoughts. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where else to go with this. I just wanted to come on here and kind of broach the subject and kind of put it all out there, which, like I said, I've never done before. But I just, man, it's tough, man. It's just like you're anxious about certain things. You have anxiety about certain things going out in public and trying to meet people, which I try to do, but I always clam up usually. Um, I think the combination of my past trauma from growing up as well as just the way the world is now, and social media is a big problem. In my opinion, I think it's a bigger problem now than it was 10 years ago. I really do. And I'm not calling for anybody to suspend their social media or to get off of it or anything, to each their own. But I know for me, it's kind of like eating too much sugar, um, too many carbohydrates. You kind of eventually you come down from that, and it kind of makes you more depressed. And that's what I find about social anxiety. Um, I'm gonna try to make an effort, I think, to stay off of Facebook, to stay off of YouTube as much as I can, despite the fact I make my own videos. I won't completely stay off of it, but I spend hours watching YouTube videos. That's kind of my escape, and I don't think it's a very good one. I think I'm better off reading, even though I'm not a great reader. I do have a lot of books to read, but I have a hard time getting into that too. Social media is just so available, so readily available for you, um, that I find myself on it too often. And I've kind of gotten better at not fighting with people in the comment section and all that because life is too short for that crap. And I think there's people that seek it out, unfortunately. But I think I just got to get away from it. I just have Facebook and YouTube for the most part. I don't have. There's so many different social media sites now. I don't have name it. All the other ones that I can't think of right now. Um, Instagram and whatever else. I don't have any of that stuff. So, um, but I don't even think I should. But I think I need to cut back on the social media that I do have, and stop trying to escape to social media, and instead escape to other places. Well, I mean, escaping's not probably really the best thing, but find other things to occupy my thoughts and my time. Um, so yeah, I just kind of wanted to come on here and open up a vein like that. If you guys have similar thoughts or comments, similar feelings, go ahead and comment down below. But like I said, I'm not doing this for a look at me video. It's just I'm just putting this out there because it's kind of how I'm feeling at the moment, and I'm tired of pretending, and I'm tired of hiding from it. Um, but yeah, what can we do in this 2025 society, which I don't think is the healthiest, particularly for us people that have some past experiences that aren't necessarily that we've had a hard time sort of overcoming and getting past. Um, any thoughts or ideas or experiences that you can share out there are very much welcomed on my channel and on this video. So I know I've kind of been rambling about all kinds of things here, but it's tough, man. Each day is tough, and just trying to find. I hate even saying trying to find things to occupy my time because it's like I don't know. It feels like you're just kind of living out the clock, so to speak. Um, I spend time with my family, probably not as much as they would like or as much as I should, because I do try to escape, as I said, into other things. Um, and I feel like the escape is more because I have to take myself out of this, I guess, the realities of this world, the realities of our society, the realities of my um I mean, I've accepted my past trauma. It happened. It's not great. I wish it wouldn't have happened, but it did. And I'm not going to be able to go back in time and change it. Um, but I would like to be able to live the rest of my life with some peace once in a while and a little bit of happiness. I get not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows. I mean, everybody struggles. You have bad days, and I get all that. I'm not trying to get rid of all of those. I just trying to find happiness from a general standpoint is really what I'm searching for. So, anyway, that's really all I have to say in this video. Maybe I'll do some more videos, some different ideas on this topic as I go forward. But for now, um, yeah, please share your thoughts and ideas down below. If anybody out there experiences these same kind of feelings, and with that being said, though, I do wish everybody the best. I don't wish anybody to have these feelings that I have, the unhappiness and the anxiety and the depression, and just trying to make it through each day. It's just kind of a stew of a feeling, and sometimes it doesn't feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, even though from a practical standpoint, I know there is. I just can't convince myself up here that there is for very long anyway. So, with all that being said, thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.